back to That Messy Mama channel. My name is Jasmine and I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to be talking about my 15 favorite newborn items. I have quite a few items that I use daily and I love, but I narrowed it down to a list of 15, which is still quite a lot, but I'm hoping I can just kind of zoom through this. Oh really? He agrees. I'm also going to be linking everything in the description so you can find it if there's something that you're interested in. And let's get started. So first off, I have the Jolly Jumper Boomerang nursing pillow. I love this. I know some people don't think that the idea of a nursing pillow is good and like you could just use a regular pillow, but honestly, I use this all the time with my daughter, all the time with my son. It looks like this, and it's seriously the most plushiest, comfiest thing ever. It helps, especially in the beginning when you're getting used to figuring out how to nurse your baby. It just really helps position them in the right angle and high enough for you. I also like prop him against this. He'll sit in the middle and I'll just prop him here. The whole thing can go in the wash, which is like super easy. So I love this thing. I brought it to the hospital with me and just used it like to sleep on because it's like a giant neck pillow. It's really comfortable. My next item is this oogiebear. It looks like this, and honestly, I just felt so silly doing that. And honestly, I thought this was kind of dumb when I first saw some of my mom friends like raving about it. I was like, it's just a stick. But seriously, the best thing ever. I have one of those Frida nose aspirators, I guess is what they're called. And I use that fine with my daughter, and I've used it with my son as well, but it's just like, you gotta clean it and it's just so much work. This really gets those nasty like baby boogers out, and it's super easy. It just obviously is tiny enough. Also, I found, maybe this is just my newborn, but he gets like these little clumps of earwax that'll just kind of sit like inside his ear. And I don't wanna dig in with my nail because my nail's fairly big for his tiny ear. I'll just take this and like literally just push it and it comes right out, this little ball. It's kind of gross, but like that's what being a mom is all about, right? Gross things. But seriously, I love this thing and it's amazing. I also want to say that none of these are in like any particular order. I just compiled the list. So number 3 is my Haaka. It looks like this. It came with one of these that just plugs so that like if you're propping on a bed, it doesn't fall out. This one is called NatureBond. It's not the actual Haaka brand. However, it works just the same. There's actually videos that you can do to show you how to properly use this, because I bought it with my daughter and I never used it because I never got anything. And then I realized after I stopped nursing her, I was using it entirely wrong, and it catches all the milk. It's really great. I use it when I am nursing him on one side, I put it on the other side, and that's all I do, and I've got quite a big stash of milk. I have only used my actual manual breast pump once, I think, since having him, because this is just so convenient. You literally just rinse it out afterwards, well, wash it properly, and you're good to go. This thing is amazing, and I think it was like under $20. Like, it's incredible. So my next thing I'm going to be talking about is a sleep sack. So I bought this one. I don't know if you can see. So it's got little penguin wings is what we call it. This is the brand NARUTOO. I bought it off of Amazon, and I only bought one to start with. Toddler in the background. I only bought one to start with, and I actually ended up buying 2 more because I love them so much. He is starting to outgrow this one, and I don't think they offer a bigger size. But for the first like 3 months, honestly, it's amazing. I never used a sleep sack with Oakland, and I think, well, Oakland never slept, but I think if I put her in one of these, it would have helped a lot. So if your baby's not sleeping and doesn't like to be swaddled, I would definitely try this because their arms are still able to be out, they're warm, but it also is snug enough that they feel safe, I guess, like held. And Roman sleeps through the night, has since he was like 2 weeks old. Thank you, Jesus. Literally a miracle. Love these things. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is this Vava Nightlight. It looks like an egg. It has a charger that it can sit on your nightstand, but also works charged up. So there's 2 modes on it. There's this yellow mode, and then there's a white mode. So you just press the little button there. and it can become super bright like this, or super dull, or you just turn it off. This thing is seriously amazing. I have it on this setting usually while I'm getting him ready for bed. And then I put it down to this when I nurse him to sleep, and then just tap it off for night. And then in those nighttime nursing sessions within those first few weeks, it's super helpful because you don't want to use your phone flashlight. It's so bright. I don't like turning on a lamp because then I bug my husband. So this thing, highly recommend. And it also comes with little faces that can go on it. Like there's little smiley faces. I didn't put one on, but it would also be really great for a kid's room. So something to keep in mind. The next thing that I want to talk about is the Safety First digital thermometer. I love this thing. We've used it for myself, my husband, my toddler. So it just like turns on, and then you just half an inch away from your face. And it tells you, so I'm 36.8 with a little smiley face. This is amazing to just have on hand because there's gonna be times when you're worried that your baby has a fever or you're just sick. And it's just such a great thing to have on hand. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is for the nursing moms again. They're called Silverettes, and they're made of complete silver. And honestly, these were a lifesaver for me. They are fairly pricey. I bought them off of Amazon though. For me personally, the lanolin and the other like nipple creams didn't really do anything. So what you do is you just put them in your nursing bra while you're not nursing, and they help to heal the cracks and the bleeding. Just in those first couple weeks of nursing, it can be really, really painful. I bought these and I used them for 4 hours, and when I took them out to feed my son next, it was incredible how fast they had healed. I wore them for like 2 weeks straight, morning and night, and literal game changer, like game changer. So if you're having issues with latching or with a lot of pain, I would definitely recommend these. And they're silver, so they last a lifetime. Like if you're gonna have more kids, they'll always be able to be used with their other kids. You just give them a wash and a rinse, and they're good to go. All right, so the next thing I'm talking about is the Fridababy Cradle Cap system. So it comes looking like this on a stand, and there's 3 different parts. So you start, if I can get it out, there we go. So you start with this sponge. Honestly, I don't really use this. I just use my hands and lather up soap and get it on his head. And it comes with this soft bristle brush, and you just kind of put this on their head and exfoliate their head a little bit, and it helps lift the cradle cap. And then my biggest problem with Oakland was I could never, once it had lifted, I could never quite remove it properly. And that's where this baby comes in. This is a fine bristle comb, and you just comb this through. Incredible, like insane. It just really helps like remove all of it, and then you just rinse it off and keep going until there's nothing that it catches. I used this for like 2 weeks straight, and then Roman had like no cradle cap, and then I stopped using it and it's starting to come back. So we keep using this, and amazing. Next up, we've got BunchaFarmers soap, or stain remover, I guess it's called. It looks like this. I wish I had the box. I don't, because I just use it and I leave it on my laundry room sink. First of all, it smells amazing. It's all natural. You just get the clothes wet and you rub it on there, and then you throw it in the wash. I have never met a stain that you can't remove with this stuff. I've gotten baby poo out of it. I've gotten like blueberries and strawberries for my toddler out with it. And it lasts for a long time. Love it. So next up is a muslin blanket. Sorry. Roman's really talkative in the background. I keep stopping and he'll stop talking, and then I start again. He just wants to get involved. Anyways, if you don't mind him talking in the background, here we go. So this muslin blanket, it's like a full-on, I love these things. I used a bunch of them with my daughter. I would use them to swaddle her at night with. I'd use them when we go places as burp cloths. She never really spat up. Roman spits up a lot. And I use these as burp cloths. I literally just have them over my shoulder all the time. When we go out, I bundle him up in this in his car seat, like just throw it over, tuck him in it. And honestly, love these things. I got a 3-pack off of Amazon and they were fairly cheap. This brand is LifeTree, but literally you can get a muslin blanket pretty much anywhere. So next up is this Aveeno baby lotion. This is the Eczema Care Moisturizing Cream. I had a friend of mine tell me about this when I was telling her that Roman has really dry skin. He's not been diagnosed with eczema yet, but I'm pretty sure he has it. This, I put it on him every single diaper change, and it's helped so much. It helps with his dry skin, his skin cracks, and it just, I feel so bad for him. I'm sure it's itchy, so this stuff is amazing. You can get it pretty much from any drugstore, but I bought mine off of Amazon because I buy everything off of Amazon, so I'll link it below. Next up, we've got Doggie Bags, and you're probably wondering, why are Doggie Bags some of your newborn favorite items? And I'll tell ya. So will Roman. I feel really bad leaving a dirty diaper in someone's garbage can, especially if they don't have kids, just because it's stinky and it's gross, and it's not their problem. It's my problem, it's my kid. So I open it up and I put the dirty diaper in here. I also love it for blowouts. You put the dirty clothes in here, tie it up, and take it home to deal with later. I learned that the hard way. These are lifesavers, and you get them from the dollar store. They're super cheap. All right, he is a little grumpy goose, so we're moving on. So next up is these Milky Mama drops. They look like this. I have the Dairy Duchess one, and you just put 2 dropperfuls in your mouth or mixed into your juice twice a day, once or twice a day, and this helps with supply so much. I also have a code. If you go onto their website, I'll link it below, and you use the code ThatMessyMama, all capitals, I'll put it like right here. You'll get 10% off of your first purchase. They're awesome. They also make lactation cookies, and I think they make like a juice as well. And there's other droppers. Basically, they have a bunch of different kinds of things, so whatever you're wanting. If you're wanting supply help, if you're wanting more help with letdown, if you're wanting more help with like pumping, like they have a whole bunch of different kinds of things on there. So you just have to look at their website, and it's super duper helpful. The next thing is this, and honestly, I thought that these were also a waste of money with my first kid, but with my first child, we had her change room in our bedroom, so we had her diaper station with us, basically, essentially, and we always changed her there. With my son, we have his change station in my daughter's room, and so that's fine during the day, but then at nighttime or like getting ready for bedtime, or even just on like those lazy Saturday mornings, I like to have this next to our bed, and it's got the 3 different, I actually should refill this. So it's got 3 different groups. I've got one for the diapers, and then they're all falling. I've only got one hand. And then usually I keep the Aveeno baby lotion and bum creams in here, and the wipes in here, and just keep it next to my bed, and I refill it when I need to. It's got this handy dandy thing, and this is an Amazon Basics brand one, and I love it. Okay, and last but not least, my final 15th favorite baby item or newborn item is a bouncer. We were actually given this one from a friend like before Oakland was born, and it's the only thing that both of my kids have really liked. We bought the NARUTOO for Moms baby swing, and Oakland screamed the whole time that we put her in it. Roman did like it, but he much prefers this bouncer. It's a Ingenuity one, is the brand, Ingenuity. Has different modes where it bounces them, it vibrates, it plays music. But honestly, we don't even really use the settings. We just like to put them in there. I like to put him in it at my kitchen while I'm cooking, and he is happy that he can see me and he's getting bounced. That is all that I have for my top 15. I hope that helped you if you're expecting or the mom of a newborn, or even if you don't and you're just interested in baby items of what you can get for maybe friends that are having babies. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like and subscribe. You can also turn on the bell notification, so every time I post a new video, you'll be notified and you can get it right away. Also follow my Instagram. I post on there when I post new videos. And I do feel really weird like self-promoting like this, but it really does help me a lot when you do those things. So I really appreciate it and the support. And thank you for tuning in today. I know my kids are a little bit crazy in the back. Hopefully I can cut out most of the craziness, but that's life. It's messy, right? Messy mama. That was so corny. That was so corny. Anyways, all right guys, we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.